The Stars are on full display this afternoon in Harrison, New Jersey. It's the marquee matchup of our NWSL Juneteenth slate as San Diego Wave FC take its historic start to its inaugural season on the road to the East Coast to face an NJNY Gotham FC side with a whole lot of potential. This is NWSL Action Live on Twitch. Hi everybody, John Gross with you as we get things started in Red Bull Arena, 23 degrees Celsius. Second matchup of the season between these two sides. 4-2-3 San Diego Wave off to a remarkable start. They are winless in their last four. Regardless, they find themselves just a point back of Chicago Red Stars for first place in the league table. Gotham FC 3-3-0 on the season. They have 9 points. They enter this week in 7th place of the league table. Last time these two teams met was back in May 7th to be exact, and it was Alex Morgan's day, to say the least. She put on an absolute masterclass of a performance to the tune of 4 goals. She converted on 2 penalty kicks, 2 goals in the run of play, and San Diego's 4-0 thrashing of Gotham FC, who possessed the ball working right to left. And their black kits, San Diego Wave in the white kits. As it rolls to the feet of Kaylin Sheridan, who just a week ago recorded her first professional assist in regular season match. She hooked up with Alex Morgan to get the scoring started against OL Reign back in the 8th minute. Takeaway in the midfield from Christy Mewis. Torres. Krieger gets rid of it. To ball. Well played by Germa. A star in this league already as a rookie, the reigning Rookie of the Month, and that is a name to know for years to come in this wonderful sport. And there is Ashlyn Harris. A welcome sight for Gotham FC supporters. She is back in net after missing the last 2 matches with an injury. I have to give a lot of credit though to Michelle Betos, who had been the starter for the last 2, was more than serviceable in net. In fact, had 7 saves in the 1-0 loss to Kansas City. And some pressure applied, but the sure-footed Sheridan able to avert it. This high press looking to force a takeaway. It's a Gotham FC side that has just 5 goals in the season. That is last in NWSL. They've done a great job defensively. Here's Morgan, and the offside flag is up. Alex Morgan, who finds herself in dangerous positions, probably more so than anybody else in this league, and of course is able to convert better than most. Had 4 goals last time these two sides met. There is Kaylin Sheridan, who had 3 saves last week. As Casey Stoney, the first-year manager for San Diego, looks on and spent the previous 4 years as the first ever head coach for Manchester United Women. Krieger offs it ahead. Nab got ahead on it. Throw in for the home side. Again, have struggled to find success offensively. Just 5 goals, 3 of which came to the opener. Contact in the midfield, and they play on. One-two towards Dorsey, a little bit out of her reach. Morgan could not hang on to it. It's Midge Purse who scoops it up. Johnson had that last touch. She's also back in the lineup after missing the last 2 matches. Ramoni tried to play centrally, no one there. And the cough right back up. Tedesco works it ahead. Back the other direction as Morgan plays it forward. Koniak's ball is nicked away. Ashlyn Harris, again the starter in net for Gotham FC. She conceded 4 goals in that loss back on May 7th to San Diego. 4 goals, the most she's allowed in a match since 2019. The NWSL all-time save leader. As if he gives chase to it. Nearly came to the foot of Mewis. Torres. Johnson skies it. And rolls out for a Gotham FC throw. A special weekend at NWSL. Juneteenth celebrations throughout the weekend. As Anumanu ups it back to Torres. And prior to the start of every match this weekend, the NWSL and its clubs joined in nationwide celebration of Juneteenth with a performance of the Black National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing. The NWSL wishes all a very happy Juneteenth. On hand was the intended target, just a little bit out of her reach. And for those of you and the international broadcast outside of the United States, Juneteenth, a day that commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. It's been celebrated since the 1860s, but did not become a federal holiday until President Joe Biden signed it into law on June 17, 2021. Danasco has some space to work with. Now Mewis chips ahead. Mewis, great ball! Oh, and a denial from Sheridan. Found Anumanu. Anumanu nearly buried it, but how about this service from Mewis? The reaction time from Sheridan was perfection. Speaking with head coach of Gotham FC, Scott Parkinson, earlier in the week, he said they really have to find a way to work it forward and centrally to Anumanu. And we're looking for her right there. Couldn't hook up with her. Westfall. Torres able to dispossess her. Mewis slides it forward. And there is the whistle from our match referee, Alyssa Nichols. And there is Scott Parkinson, his first full season in charge of this side. He was hired last August. And originally from Liverpool, England. He was a little bit more pleased with what he saw from his side last week. A season-high 16 shots, and of course, he wanted to see those find the back of the net, but a little bit more impressed just with the way that they played offensively. As Christy Mewis stands over it. Is it short? Let's go. Krieger, plenty of space. She'll roll, her pass intercepted. Chance to counter for San Diego, so dangerous at that. But well played by this Gotham FC back line. Purse. 1-1 on Turnbow. It's Purse. She'll chip backside. Well played. Anumanu whistled in the foul. Scott Parkinson said that he really wants to see his side find number 25. And he wants Anumanu to stay further up the pitch. He wants her to put the fear of God, his words, into these center backs. And he said that she can absolutely cause problems. At times, has been playing a little bit too far back in the formation. He says that Anumanu has better hold-up play than Harry Kane. Certainly high praise for the Gotham FC striker. Westfall. Turnbow is taken off the ball. Good tackle as Mewis swoops it ahead. And a whistle back. Get a look at Midge Purse. 2 goals, 2 assists this season. But at times, we've struggled to find her this year. Of course, an MVP finalist a season ago. One ball ahead from Krieger, just out of the reach of a streaking Amani Dorsey. Egmond, beautiful ball ahead. Jakobsen tries to get across and can't do so. It was Dorsey coming into the sliding stop. And it is out for our first corner kick of the afternoon for either side. But let's take a look back at this. It was Jakobsen found in stride, and Amani Dorsey closed that window in a hurry. Beautiful day in Harrison, New Jersey, as you just saw. 23 degrees Celsius. And an early test for Ashlyn Harrison Company. See Turnbow. The 18th overall pick of the 2021 draft. National champion at Santa Clara in college. She'll send it in swinger. And cleared away by McCall Zerboni. Second effort, Monahan gets it out of there. Morgan, physical, battling with Didasco. Brady leaves it for Van Egmond. Van Egmond slices. Van Egmond thought about it. He's clipped from behind. Press, and it's Mewis whistled. At the 490 earlier this week against Kansas City for the 5th time this season, as Turnbow has some space, works her way inside the 18, plays it centrally, and it's knocked over the bar. Taylor Korniak had herself in a golden position. She's buried a couple of goals this season already, was best 11 in the month of May. Tried to one-time it. That's now twice that this right flank has been a little bit exposed. And San Diego Wave able to take advantage of it. They had some time off this week after a brutal stretch. 3 matches in 7 days. Casey Stoney said earlier this, after that match, that you could really tell in the second half of their matchup last weekend that they perhaps had some tired legs. Fresh legs tonight though, as Turnbow slices, Turnbow with the left, and she puts it just wide. Kelsey Turnbow, another one of those young players that'll be a name to know for years to come in this league, making her presence felt early. Working one-on-one, and one of the best defenders of all time. She creates some space on Krieger. She was the captain of that Santa Clara squad that won the 2021 NCAA championship. Zerboni, now Mewis. Lofted ball, oh that is beautiful. Here's Purse, able to settle. Midge Purse, one-on-one McNabb. Purse puts it centrally and deflects off of McNabb for a corner. That's what Midge Purse can do, as skilled as you'll find in this league. And she wins her side its first corner kick of the afternoon. Ball in. Flex out to Mewis. Mewis pops it right back inside. She wins it once more. Zaboni. All the way back to Estelle Johnson. Her return to play after missing the last two. Flutters. And again, it's Mewis, the first one to it. She's been so active so far. Chipped in by Monahan towards the backside. And it's headed out of play by Purse. Only 5'4", but she can still be dangerous in the air. We'll look back at this last build up. It was Morgan and Purse. One of the all-time greats battling with perhaps a future great. And there's Alex Morgan, who has a league-leading 9 goals this year. She's just 1 goal away from recording double-figure goals in a season for the first time in her NWSL career, which is pretty mind-blowing considering how potent of an offensive player she is. 4 goals that she scored last month against Gotham set a career high in the NWSL and tied a league all-time record. Cross in. Finds the chest of Amani Dorsey. Heavy touch. Monahan able to capitalize. Back for her side. Gives that thumbs up. Gotham 1-1 at home this season. The win today would be back-to-back home wins for the first time since August of 2017. A whistle from our match referee, Alyssa Nichols. Made history last year. She was part of the first all-women USL championship officiating crew back in 2021. Ashley Varnson and Adelakar Sikaju, the assistant referees. 4th official, Kenneth Rojas. Westfall, able to settle. It's right back out to number 20. Westfall moves it ahead. Moriak. Back out for Westfall. Kevin Koniak. Westfall. Roll to the middle and cut away. It's the time that we've seen Jakobsen receive the ball in a dangerous area on that right side. Johnson's pass intercepted. It is Jakobsen. Sophia Jakobsen works the top of the 18. Turnbow turns, taking off the ball. Taken right back by Koniak. Koniak slips ahead. It's Morgan. It's a goal, and it's 1-0 San Diego Wave. Double-figure goals in a single season for the first time in the storied career of Alex Morgan. As she notches her 10th of the season and her 5th against Gotham FC. And it was all the ball from Koniak. It was Morgan making the run. She stayed onside and taps it through her national team teammate, Ashlyn Harris. The captain splits the wickets. No one better, no one more composed And she is atop the league with now 10 goals. Again, the first time in her storied NWSL career that she has recorded double-figure goals in a single season, which is mind-blowing that it hasn't happened previously. As their response for Gotham, and it's put in the center of the net by Anumanu. So a 19th minute goal by Alex Morgan gets the scoring started in this one. And the NWSL would like to wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. We hope all take the time to celebrate and reflect on this pivotal moment in the United States history. As we talked about before, Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. June 19th, 1865, Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas. They took control of the state, ensured that all remaining enslaved people were set free. There was 250,000 of them in Texas. And that came 2.5 years after U.S. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which established that all enslaved people in the Confederate States shall be forward and forever free. As this ball was worked ahead, and Monahan tries to chip it on frame and puts it over the crossbar. Paige Monahan does not have a goal this season. Nearly had one there. Caught Sheridan off of her line. Here's another look at that shot from Monahan. Westfall lays it ahead. Jakobsen gives chase. Just a bit out of the reach of the Swedish forward. Her 7th start of the season. Her first season in the NWSL after spending 15 years in Europe. Has 123 caps for Sweden, 23 goals for her national team. A prolific player. And one of the many stars in this one. The marquee matchup of the weekend. Monahan. The pass intercepted. It's Korniak who had the assist in the goal. And Torres, the one tripped up, and a whistle in favor of Gotham FC. Johnson's ball finds ahead. Rolls right back out. Van Egmond. Westfall pressured. Stoney looks on. First year in charge of this newly minted franchise, and what a start that they have been off to. 4-2-3 this season. They have drawn their last 3 matches, but they find themselves just 1 point behind at the top of the table in Chicago Red Stars with 16 points, 15 for San Diego. Go. Anumanu rolls ahead, finds Purse, and she was just a touch offside. Let's see, you can see Midge Purse left side of your screen. Yep, just seemingly slightly ahead of that last line of defense. 2 goals, 2 assists this season. Already top 5 in Gotham FC club history for goals in a career. Here is the aforementioned Purse, able to tiptoe and keep it in play along the touchline. Purse rolls it forward. Anumanu lets it rip into the chest of Sheridan. That's the build-up they want to see. They feel if they can work it centrally to Anumanu, that'll open things up on the wing for Purse, and those two can be a dangerous combination. Sheridan pressured. Nice job by Kaylee Reel to maintain possession. Now from behind, calls her Boney, came in a little too hot to handle. That's Alex Morgan at an easy whistle for Alyssa Nichols. Morgan, who had the 19th minute goal. Let's look back at this. Those two of the more experienced players in league history. Ball pressured. You see the activity from McCall's or Boney. Second meeting of the season between these two sides. It was 4-0 back on May 7th in favor of San Diego. Played out west. Alyssa Nichols blows the whistle on Estelle Johnson. Scott Parkinson was trying to find that winning formula. He's not changing things up front. He has full faith and confidence in this crew. Feels that they're really close to just blowing the lid off of things. You look at the talent they have on this roster. Results just haven't been there yet, but the potential certainly is for Gotham FC. The results have been there for San Diego. They're in possession. Van Egmond leaves it for Jakobsen. Jakobsen plays it to the middle. Jakobsen finds a head. Pops back out. McNabb works it left. Kaylee Reel. Derma's ball hangs in the air. And Anumanu able to wiggle it out of danger. Van Egmond thought about the long ball, instead tried to go short. Perfectly read by Taryn Torres. Anumanu gives chase. The throw in for the home side. Anumanu back from Uis. Out of her reach, but it's Torres who scoops it up. Floats it backside for Midge Purse. Purse working one-on-one. Purse angling. Purse plays to the middle. Deflects out. Still Purse. Leaves it back. And Zerboni just off target. You can see the activity on that right flank tonight for, I should say this afternoon, for Gotham FC. And for good reason. Purse, as dangerous as you'll find. Works it back to Zerboni. He's trying to find that upper 90. Manu does well to knock it out, and then she's knocked down by McNabb. Will we see a booking? And we will. Kristen McNabb shown a yellow card in the 31st minute. McNabb playing back in her home state, native of Montville, New Jersey. Shown a yellow for that tackle. McNabb, who was acquired via trade with OL Reign back in December. Chip to the backside and headed out for a corner. Really quality service. It was Korniak, the tallest field player in this roster at 6'1", who got her head on it. And Mewis, just perfect pace in that ball. Perfect angle. Korniak sniffed it out. So a second corner kick of this first half for Gotham. Lewis plays it short. Teed up. Crossed in, back post. And a leaping Sheridan hauls it in with a little bit of contact at the end of it on Amanu. Good sportsmanship shown there. No hard feelings. Well read by Sheridan on a back pedal. Body's in the vicinity. Stays on her feet, stays balanced. Playing back against her former side. She spent spent her first 5 seasons of her career with Gotham. Last year was best 11 in NWSL with Gotham FC. Monahan. Torres. Didasco slices. Didasco once more. Didasco leaves it back. Dorsey. So who touched it last, and it was off the foot of Imani Dorsey. And on this Juneteenth, I think it's very important to highlight the work that Imani Dorsey has done in the social justice realm. She won the 2021 U.S. Soccer One Nation Social Impact Award. She's a founding member of Black Women's Player Collective. Find them online, bwplayercollective.org. As Kelsey Turnbow is 10-2. Casey Stoney, tremendous manager and player as well, is the one-time captain of the English national team. Side looking to get back to their winning ways. Winless in its last 4. They've picked up results in 3 consecutive draws. Most recently, a 1-1 draw against OL Reign last Sunday. As Turnbow gingerly is able to walk off. You see exactly how this happened. And this is the Morgan goal from earlier. Tucked it right through the legs of Ashlyn Harris. 10th goal of the season for Alex Morgan. On the left side, you see Taylor Korniak, number 3 pick in the 2020 draft. Congratulations to Taylor, who just earned your first U.S. Women's National Team call-up this month. We have a slew of players, these two sides, who will be playing in the international window. 2 weeks off in NWSL, they get back to action after that in early July. Lofted ball to Jakobsen, the Swedish international. Jakobsen faces a double, tries to get rid of it, and it stays with the visitors. Ball gets it back. Leaves it for Jakobsen. Cross from Jakobsen. Cut away by Krieger. And headed out by Monahan. Volleyed on frame. Harris leaps and keeps it out of the net. What seemed to be a haphazard attempt on frame ended up being very threatening. And Ashlyn Harris was there. Burse turns on the Jets. Manamanu making a run on her left. Real plays it back. Sheridan able to blast it. Jakobsen has some numbers. Korniak lifts it back. Westfall now. Tangled up with Paige Monahan. And it is Westfall who is whistled in the foul. San Diego, second of the league table, entering today just a point back of first place. Gotham FC sits at 7th with 9 points. They are last in the league in goals scored, are the home side. 5 goals scored this year, but they also lead the league in fewest goals conceded. They have the offensive firepower, they just need to put it all together. Idasco moves it for Zerboni. Hurst, ball took a deflection off of Zerboni. Jakobsen, ball intercepted. Monahan leaves it ahead. Challenge won by Anumanu. Clearance attempt unsuccessful. It's Monahan, backheel, looking for Mewis. Oh, the idea was there. Allie Krieger reloads, sends it ahead, finds the foot of Anumanu. Unable to control in the first touch. Korniak lost it. Midge Purse centrally for Mewis. Mewis rolls ahead. What a ball! Anumanu off the woodwork. Somehow, some way, it stays out of net. Look at this feed. Lewis sneaks it through Anumanu. Oh, just an inch or two to the left. And that's the equalizer, folks. Just a touch off target. Anumanu had 8 goals a season ago. Just 1 goal this year, but someone who certainly has it in her to be a prolific goal scorer in this league. And a disgruntled look in the face of Amani Dorsey. She's whistled for the challenge from behind. Let's look back at this. It was Purse who started things. See her reaction. She lifted up her hands in celebration. A split second of jubilation for Midge Purse, only to realize that the ball hit the woodwork. Now a free kick in a threatening area. It's Emily Van Egmond, who has played every minute this season. Ready to take it. 118 national team caps for Australia. Her ball curls. Just out of the reach of Morgan. Westphal pops it right back inside the 18. Falls to the foot of Jakobsen. Trying to send it up to the wide area. For the reigning NWSL Defender of the Year, Caprice Didasco takes care of it. A 19th minute Alex Morgan goal, the difference this far. Her 10th of this season, 5 of which have come against Gotham FC. She had 4 back on May 7th, the 4-0 win, 2 of which were penalty kicks. Converts this time off an assist from that player right there, Korniak, who just leaves it. Another beautiful ball. Jakobsen plays it centrally. It's another. It's Morgan. 2-0 San Diego. It's a brace in the first half for Alex Morgan. It's 6 in the season against Gotham, and it's 11 on the year overall for number 13. She cannot be stopped. It starts once again with a beautiful feed from Korniak. Then Jakobsen plays to the middle, and it's Alex Morgan versus Ali Krieger, 2 U.S. national team legends. And it's the visitor who gets the last laugh. All smiles, her 11th of this season. And you look back the last time these two sides played, it was scoreless through the first 40 or so minutes before things changed in the 42nd minute. A little bit of a different story today. The goals have come early for San Diego. U.S. incredulous look on her face as she tries to get her 2 cents in with Alyssa Nichols. Christy Mewis issued a yellow card on that, so she'll have to be careful. Mewis has a yellow, as does Kristen McNabb of San Diego. Naomi Girma, the reigning Rookie of the Month in the NWSL. Her ball ahead, works its way outside of the 18. Westphal, play back, Girma. #1 pick in the 2022 draft. Morgan tries to work it to the middle, and has won her side another corner kick. 2 goals or any from Alex Morgan. Initial indication is just 1 minute of stoppage time. played short. Goes right back out. Blasted inside the 18. Harris leaps and hauls it in. Again, initial indications, just 1 minute of stoppage time. That is confirmed before these two sides head to the dressing rooms. It's been the Alex Morgan Show, as has been the case all year long when these two teams have squared off. Purse looking to salvage something from this first 45. Certainly capable of doing so. Dorsey. Monahan with Jakobsen on her back. Deflects right back out to Monahan. Wisely lets it roll out for a throw. Zerboni. Onumanu now makes a turn. I believe that took a deflection. Onumanu, who, remember, just minutes ago, found the woodwork. Had Sheridan coming off her line and was unable to convert. And it is the Alex Morgan Show in Harrison, New Jersey. A first half brace for number 13. She notches her 10th and 11th goals of the season overall, and her 5th and 6th goals of the year against Gotham FC in just 1.5 matches. What a performance by one of the all-time greats. It's 2-0 at the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the second half for you in a bit. San Diego Wave up by 2 over Gotham FC. Back after this. This is NWSL Live on Twitch. Back here in Harrison, New Jersey, Red Bull Arena, the site of our marquee matchup of this NWSL Juneteenth Sunday. And we're thrilled to have you joining us. John Gross with you for our Twitch International broadcast. Wherever you may be tuning in, it has been quite the first half. San Diego, a 2-0 lead after 45 minutes of action. A couple goals from Alex Morgan. Midge Person Company looking to orchestrate a comeback. They have the firepower, they have the players to do it, but this year they have just lacked the execution. Just 5 goals on the season, 3 of which came in the opener against Orlando. Per somebody who obviously plays a major role on this squad. 2 goals and 2 assists this year. Scored against Washington and the opener against Orlando. It's San Diego in the whites, Gotham FC in the blacks. Second meeting of the season between these two sides. San Diego Wave FC, they have come in year 1. A lot of success out of the expansion draft, and they have built a very formidable club, to say the least. 4-2-3 this season. They're 15 points, good for second place in the league, just a point back of Chicago Red Stars atop the league table. Meanwhile, Gotham FC just looking to put things together. They have the players. You look on paper, the names, they pop out for sure. Just waiting for the results to come. Teams will switch sides. San Diego now working to our left. Again, John Gross with you. Thrilled to have you joining us tonight. Same 11 for both sides to kickstart the second half. We'll see what changes Scott Parkinson and Casey Stoney make over the next 45 or so minutes. Korniak, who had an assist and a key pass in the first half. And worked back out. Jakobsen dances one-on-one, tries to get her cross in. Takes a deflection off the leg of Taryn Torres. Jakobsen, who had the assist on Alex Morgan's 43rd minute goal, which snuck past Harris. Look at right now, Ashlyn Harris, who had missed the previous 2 matches. She's back. That had been Michelle Betos in net, who did a very formidable job. 7 saves last time out against Kansas City for Betos, but now it's Harris in net. In swinging ball from the corner flag. Headed out and a whistle. Harris, who had conceded 4 goals against San Diego earlier this year, all 4 from Alex Morgan. That was the most that she allowed in a single match since 2019. She's allowed 2 from Morgan in the first half so far today. Scott Parkinson jotting down some notes, just looking for that winning combination. Conceding goals, with the exception of against San Diego, has not been the issue this year. They've allowed just 1 goal to a team not named San Diego in the season. Flicked out wide for McNabb. Tries to drill a cross in. And deflects out for a throw. McNabb has some breathing room. She'll play it centrally, cut away by Krieger. Kept to the final third. Morgan, who has 2 goals already, slips it for Jakobsen. An assist for Jakobsen. Oh, she had Van Enkman in a dangerous spot at that backside. And this normally rock-solid back line for Gotham FC being picked apart a bit. We've only conceded 8 goals this year, 6 of which have been scored by San Diego. Korniak, elevated ball. No one under it. No trouble for Ashlyn Harris. 500 saves in her storied NWSL career. The all-time leader in that category in this phenomenal league. Dorsey, lofted ball, cut away with these. Germa, the first pick in this past year's NWSL draft. Well-placed ball for McNabb. McNabb plays to the middle, finds a foot, slicing is Turnbow, unable to get a strike off. Alex Morgan, as you see, bottom of your screen, slow to her feet. Zerboni carries with space. It's been about 5 minutes. We haven't seen Gotham FC in any sort of threatening positioning just yet in this half. That's changing right now. It's Purse. Oh, just wide of the far post. If you combine the misses from Purse and the first half miss from Manu Manu, just centimeters of difference from making this a 2-2 match. And you can see Purse found it in a threatening spot. A low roller from the right flank, but just a bit off target. Turnbow rolls ahead. Jakobsen gives chase to it. Work back to Harris, quickly disposes. Monahan's feet intercepted. Korniak. Down the right side. Westfall. Van Egmond now. Jakobsen. Oh, beautiful move. Able to keep it in play. She'll work it to the middle. And it finds the head of Dydasco. Deflects out in a half volley. Second effort over the crossbar. San Diego looking for more. In stride to the foot of Dorsey. A little too hot off the foot of Dorsey. Van Egmond serves one up and skips to Harris. Right idea though from Emily Van Egmond. It's acquired via trade in January. Zerboni nearly knocked off the ball. Strong to stick with it. This time she's taken off of it, but it's a foul. There's Alex Morgan. A brace of the first half. Has 6 goals against Gotham this year. As Purse finds it in a wide area. And it's Germa able to cut it away. And Purse, now are you kidding? To the assistant referee who has it thrown for San Diego. We'll look back at this. It was Germa who came in, and that does appear to be the right call. So the ricochet off of the shin of Purse. It was right back into action. Purse slices through. Put it away for a throw-in. Deep in San Diego's side of the pitch. Mick Purse has been getting a boatload of touches today. woodwork back in the first half. Ball that was just centimeters away from giving Gotham FC the equalizer. They've come oh so close on multiple occasions. A side that has just struggled to find the net this year. Just 5 goals. But Scott Parkinson still has full faith in his crew up front. They aren't switching anything up personnel-wise at the top of this formation. And you look at the names and you say to yourself, at some point, they just have to have an offensive explosion. Maybe this is the moment. It's Mewis, carries, pops out towards Zerboni, able to keep possession. And now taken off of it. Quality tackle by McNabb and a goal kick for San Diego. Sheridan hasn't had to do all too much today. 2 saves for the keeper. Second best goals against average amongst keepers who have played all regular season matches this year. Van Egmond. Now Morgan. A brace for Alex Morgan. Trying to flick it wide. And a bit of an errant feed out for a Gotham FC throw. Naomi Gurma. Last month, the first ever NWSL Rookie of the Month. The top pick in the 2022 draft. Out of Stanford. The 4th Stanford Cardinal to be the top overall pick in the NWSL college draft. She wins that header. Jockeying with Krieger. Casey Stoney looks on. What a job she has done with this crew. A lot of star power at her disposal and a good mix of experience and youth. Gurma being on the youth side of things. She had missed the spring 2021 season at Stanford with an ACL injury. The national championship back in 2019 with the Cardinal. As Mewis skies it ahead. Sheridan able to come off of her line. Change on the way for Scott Parkinson, our first substitution of the match for either side. It's Naomi Kawasumi, the Japanese midfielder, enters for the New Jersey native Paige Monahan. Kawasumi, who against Kansas City played a season-low 6 minutes. She's seen her minutes decrease in each match this year. Heads on, someone who Scott Parkinson is super high on, says that Naomi checks every box, and Naomi's someone who gets this game at a level that Scott Parkinson said that he sometimes doesn't even comprehend it at. High IQ on the pitch. Paige Monahan played the full 90 against San Diego earlier this year. Comes off 57th as it's played back. Quite the collision, ends up with Jakobsen. Jakobsen works one-on-one, slips it ahead with the left, and it's denied by Harris. Well-played ball. Didasco taps ahead. Receives it right back in the 1-2. Tries to slip it forward. Comes back to Didasco. Purse. Oh, quality Meg. And it's Zerboni who takes some contact to the turf as Korniak a little too physical in that tackle. But you have to appreciate the creativity of the dribble from McCall Zerboni. So much for her side on the pitch and of course off of it as well. One of Gotham's 2 NWSL PA reps. McCall played an instrumental role in the negotiation of the CBA. Lewis boots it ahead, trying to sneak something through, and Amanu gets a head on it, and Sheridan able to fall on it. Casey Stoney set to make her first change of the night. Jodie Taylor ready's dead on for Kelsey Turnbow. Kind of falls to the feet of Turnbow. Turnbow creates some space with a left foot. One hops routine for Ashlyn Harris. Seems like it took a deflection off of Amani Dorsey. As we reach the hour mark, Ashlyn Harris waves her squad forward. 2-0 San Diego. It was a first half brace for Alex Morgan. Goals in the 19th and 43rd minute. She now has 6 goals this year against Gotham FC and 11 of the season. First time with double-figure goals in her NWSL career. Mackenzie Doniak also sent to head on for Taylor Korniak. San Diego. There is Alex Morgan, who had the first half race. And here come the substitutes. So it's Jodie Taylor, who subbed on to the 60th minute against Rain. She comes on right around the same time. Replaces Kelsey Turnbow and Mackenzie Doniak. Enters for Taylor Korniak, who played an instrumental role in this 2-0 lead. She had the assist on the first goal and the key pass that led to the assist on the second. There's Morgan. Leaves it for Taylor. First touch for Taylor. Inside outs and ahead. Was looking for her fellow European player Jakobsen. A little bit out of her reach. Lewis looking to force the issue. Oh, trying to slip it through to Purse. And it's Girma, unfazed, the rookie, a key breakup. From the reigning NWSL Defensive Player of the Year, Guy Gasco. And a late whistle. Melissa Nichols, our match referee.
That's good. Chris inside.
Girma, who has played every minute this season. She leads rookies in minutes played this year. Who stands over this. Now she'll make her way back to the field. It's Van Egmond instead. Chips ahead, finds a target in Morgan. Here's Mewis. Lines it ahead. No trouble for Kaylin Sheridan. Sheridan, we talked about back in the first half, playing against her former squad. She spent 5 years with Gotham FC. Turnover created, and it's Purse who comes away with it. With a head of steam, can Midge Purse get her side of the board? Good recovery by Van Egmond. It is a corner kick for Gotham FC. And it was Midge Purse who applied the pressure alongside Anamanu and made the attack down the right flank. Nothing going. And a goal kick for Kaylin Sheridan. Anamanu, somebody who Scott Parkinson wants to see play forward, play centrally. Took a deflection off of Alyssa Nichols. She'll blow it dead. Alyssa Nichols, who made history a year ago. She was part of the first ever all-women USL Championship officiating crew back in 2021. As Taylor has some space, plays it back, edge of the 18. Harris is there on the snag. Van Egmond, who has not scored since 2014, who had the shot on target. Header one by Breedy. Tedesco's ball ahead, comes off the head of Gurma. Real works it forward. Tedesco able to stick with it. Nicely done. Puts it right back. Eyes up the pitch for Tedesco. Van Egmond rolls it through. Well played ball, Jakobsen. Heads out for a corner kick. And a couple of changes on the way for Gotham FC momentarily. Cameron Tucker set to head on for Taryn Torres. Kumi Yokoyama readies to enter for Midge Purse. Van Egmond curls it in. Headed away by Dorsey. Still San Diego with it. Are looking for that third. They had two in the first half, courtesy of Alex Morgan, as it's played centrally. And Harris snagged it just before it hit the head of Kaylee Reel. Doniak, a lot of green to work with. Rolls ahead. Morgan has two already. Back for Doniak, and there is the third of the night for San Diego. Mackenzie Doniak scored a goal on Gotham last year, and her first of 2022 comes in Harrison, New Jersey. Mackenzie Doniak In her 5th appearance, all 5 have come as a substitute. And look at this combination. Morgan receives, gives, and it's finished by Doniak. 2 goals and now an assist for Alex Morgan. And Doniak, as she falls onto the pitch, is still able to work the crossbar and gets that friendly bounce past the diving Ashlyn Harris. It's 3-0 San Diego. They now lead the season goal line 7-0 over Gotham FC in their 2 matches against one another. 68th minute conversion. Doniak, who scored 3 goals last year, again, one of which came right here. That's her first of 2022. That's intended for Yokoyama. Their first touch of the night. Now it's Tucker with her first touch. Cameron Tucker plays to the middle, finds the backside. There's Kawasumi, who tried to knock it unframed, didn't get much behind it. Again, Kawasumi. And she was offside. And Alex Morgan, another gem of a performance. A master at work. Will head off. Amira Ali will replace her. 2 goals and an assist for one of the all-time greats. We wondered how she would follow up a 4-goal performance on May 7th against Gotham FC. Well, it wasn't quite 4 goals, but a stellar outing nonetheless. A stat line that many would merely dream of. Here's the 2nd goal off the assist from Jakobsen. She taps it in, all smiles, and then in the second half, she was able to feed Doniak for the 3rd goal of the day for San Diego. Brady. Now Ali, the first touches. Oh, fancy footwork, tried to split through 2. But Zerboni, the seasoned veteran, unfazed. Lewis with a heavy touch. As you see, Amira Ali heads on. She was subbed on to the 72nd minute against OL Reign. Similar time frame today. There is Alex Morgan. Not much more you could ask from her tonight. Was responsible for all 4 goals back on May 7th. And a hand in all 3 so far tonight. 2 goals and an assist. And regardless of where she travels, she'll have supporters. One of the all-time greats. Van Egmond works it ahead. Is there a 4th in the workings? It's Jakobsen, and she is dispossessed to the tail end of that run by Dorsey. Didasco. Yokoyama gives it for Tucker. And played the advantage momentarily. But it'll head back to the spot of the foul. So San Diego Wave already have been off to a remarkable start. A little bit of a lull. Winless in their last 4. Albeit 3 of them have been draws. The last 3 matches have been draws. But they're in line for 3 big points on the road, and that'll bring them right back atop the table. As Purse battles, Midge Purse tries to make a turn, and she's cut off. It's Westfall there to save the day. Midge Purse has had a couple of touches inside the 18, dangerous spots. Van Egmond shovels it wide. Contact from behind from Dorsey. She's whistled on the foul. San Diego, they had time off. They played 3 matches in a week last week. Have not played since last Sunday when they mustered a 1-1 draw against OL Reign. Casey Stoney has done a remarkable job with this squad. San Diego, in its first year of existence, an expansion club. They built through the expansion draft. Quickly on the restart, Taylor lets it rip, and Harris has another save. Her throw intercepted, perfectly played. It's McNabb, boots to the middle, cut off by Krieger, and clears it away. It was interesting speaking with Scott Parkinson about just the growth of the league, the marquee matchup today, and just what it says about the state of this league. And he really highlighted how the expansion draft this year and then last year with Racing Louisville has really leveled the playing fields in this league. Makes it more exciting. You don't necessarily see the blowouts that maybe once more were a little bit more commonplace in NWSL. But it's balanced, it's star-studded, it's popular, and it's growing. Kawasumi rolls ahead. Nadesco gets rid of it quickly for Cameron Tucker, the former BYU standout. A lot of space to work with for Doniak. At the 3rd goal for San Diego. Lewis plays a perfect ball right to the foot of Tucker, who leaves it for Purse. Midge Purse unable to get a touch on it as Real knocks it out for a throw. How about the ball from Christy Mewis? You're hard-pressed to find somebody who can play the long ball better than Mewis. Yokoyama throws to some space. Their feet intercepted. Again, it's Yokoyama. Finds Midge Purse. Angling wide. Purse looking to create something. And does win her side a corner. The 5th corner of the night for Gotham. The marquee matchup of this Juneteenth slate. The NWSL would like to wish everyone a happy Juneteenth, and we hope that all take the time to celebrate and reflect on this pivotal moment in the history of the United States. A day that commemorates the end of slavery. Lewis, just mishit. Yokoyama, quick feed, wide for Tucker. Cameron Tucker working to the middle. Tucker rolls. Well played ball for Mewis. Down she goes. No whistle. And a poor header attempt could result in something for San Diego. As Taylor able to play it off. Change of the way for Scott Parkinson as Nicole Baxter will make her third appearance. Already the most appearances she made in a single season in NWSL. Christy Nunes will come off. And another change as well. Gina Lewandowski on for Ali Krieger. Lewandowski, of course, nearing the end of her soccer career. She will be retiring after the July 7th home match against Chicago Red Stars. So her second to last professional soccer match. Gina Lewandowski, the Bethlehem, PA native, has only played 4 minutes this season entering today. There she is. We wish her all the best in retirement. As Ali probes inside the 18. Gurma, part of this stout back line that has made it a pretty easy day for Kaylin Sheridan. Inside the final 10 minutes of this one, San Diego took the 2-0 lead into the dressing room. A first half brace by Alex Morgan, and then Morgan had the assist on the Mackenzie Doniak goal, Doniak's first goal of the season. Turner, a second half substitute, paces ahead, slips it for Purse. Mitch Purse. Double comes, tried the mag of Jakobsen, who was unfazed. Baxter, now again Purse. Purse slices, slips it for Baxter. Nicole Baxter with the left, off target. And a goal kick on the way for Kaylin Sheridan. 12 shots for Gotham. They had 16 against Kansas City on Saturday, last Saturday, and their 1-0 loss. It was the Kristen Hamilton 84th minute winner for Casey Curran, but the 16 shots were a season high. They have 12 tonight, but just 3 on target. They only had 4 on target last week, and their 1-0 loss. Jakobsen surges ahead, and her path comes to an end. Meets the sure-footed Didesco, who is then upended by Taylor, and here comes a yellow. And Alyssa Nichols says, yes, that's a card. For the British striker, there's over 50 national team caps for England. You look at this, yeah, that's pretty clear. Kawasumi. Gives it wide for Dorsey. Pushed all the way up from a left back spot. Couple changes out of the way. You see Marlene Schimmer on the right side of your screen, ready to head on. The 9th overall pick of the 2022 draft, the first German draftee in league history. And Sydney Pulver heads on as well. Tucker angles up the touchline, stays in play. Here's Midge Purse, 1-on-1 on Ali. Purse has some space, unable to get that cross in. And you have to give a lot of credit to San Diego. They have really limited Gotham's ability to get crosses into the box. Zerboni is not on the same page with Tucker. And Tucker now whistles in the foul. There's Amir Ali. With a handful of substitutes that we've seen in this second half, including a debut. Sydney Pulver, her debut on the pitch. And Scott Parkinson certainly has his work cut out for him. A side with seemingly a boatload of talent, just at times have seemed a bit disconnected this year on the pitch. They have the names, they have the firepower. The good news is for him and his side, they still have a long way to go. They'll have 2 weeks after this to regroup. 2-week break as we make our way to the international window. Gotham FC would lose some key pieces with international play. Tucker keeps it in. The speedy midfielder tripped up and is fouled. Tucker, an NCAA All-American, and the yellow card is shown. And Van Egmond. Again, a collision with Van Egmond. This time she's the one decked down. Taylor keeps it in play, looking for Ali. And it's knocked out by Nicole Baxter, but San Diego en route to a 5th win on the season. They'll be back atop the league table with now 18 points after this one. Snaps a 4-match winless streak and puts them on a 4-match unbeaten streak. Ali. McNabb. Nice back heel. Van Egmond. Intent just to work some clock. Dispossessed. Yokoyama, who was on it. Right back to Van Egmond. Jockeying with Yokoyama and Baxter. Now Van Egmond is fouled. Yokoyama. Maybe not thrilled with that call. And he'll quickly place it down. Schimmer, the first German draftee in NWSL history, is taken off the ball. Now Baxter, and she takes some contact from behind. And we see another card, I don't believe so. And now looks like we may, and we will. It was Schimmer. I don't think she was initially going to be booked, but as soon as she took the ball and booted it away, Arlene Schimmer is shown the yellow. The overall pick, who had missed the last 3 matches. She's back on the pitch. Good sign to see for Casey Stoney's squad. minutes of added time. The verdict from our fourth official, Kenneth Rojas. And all that's left, the final whistle. San Diego came out early and often. 3 goals, 2 from Alex Morgan, 1 that Morgan assisted. Kawasumi. Mackenzie Doniak, who converted the 3rd goal of the evening for the visitors. Well placed ball for Kawasumi. Yokoyama works it out wide to Kawasumi. Zerboni. Tucker. A little bit of breathing room. Cameron Tucker can't quite get the cross in. That's what San Diego has done all night long. They've said, okay, if you're going to receive it on the flank, we will not let you get a cross in. Corner in, finds the head of Zerboni. Three minutes of stoppage time. As San Diego looks for more. Taylor clearly would have been offside there if she went after it. So San Diego Wave en route to a 5th win. Will be unbeaten in now 4 straight. Meanwhile, Gotham falters for the 2nd time in a row. And their struggles continue. Just 5 goals in the season. They are now being outscored 7-0 in 2 matches against San Diego. Alex Morgan single-handedly disposing of Gotham FC. Egmond and company, just a complete performance. I really don't think if you're Casey Stoney, it'll be interesting to see what she says post-match, but there really isn't anything, at least that I can think of, that they did poorly today. They got the 3 goals. Looks like they'll have the clean sheet. And it had been pretty consistent. This wasn't a late flurry of goals or just an early flurry of goals. They got 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half. They got some substitutes onto the pitch. A debut for Pulver. I think you accomplished a lot if you're San Diego. Anamanu, unable to catch up to it as Westphal just plays it out for a throw. Time taken away. And the latter stages of this one. 2nd meeting of the season between these 2 sides. This one, much like the first. All San Diego. Long toss in, Anamanu. Controls. Foot raise, and it's won by Taylor. The hustle there, despite the 3-0 lead. You can see just the hunger, the desire. That's why they're such a quality side. And they'll remain unbeaten in 4 straight as Purse paces forward. One last effort here. Hinch Purse looking to salvage something, curls, and into the hands of Sheridan. And San Diego might as well call them the Tsunami when they play Gotham. 2 matches, 2 wins, a 7-0 combined scoreline, and Alex Morgan had a foot in all 7 goals in these 2 meetings between these 2 clubs. Emphatic victory as San Diego moves to 5-2-3, while Gotham falters to 3-4 on the season. A big thanks to all of you for joining us on our Twitch broadcast for our entire crew. I'm John Gross saying so long. This has been NWSL Action live on Juneteenth on Twitch.